feel like doing something a bit different for this series. Instead of doing conventional album reviews, I'm going to go through every single epic rap battle of history and give my thoughts. Tell you who I think wins and all that. We'll go by season, so we'll start with season 1. Sound good? Too bad. That's what I'm doing for the next few weeks.
Hell, you're making my ears bleed. You need a muzzle. Why you pissed off all the time?
You never forget your first, no matter how much you may want to. I mean, I guess I'd say Lenin won.
I am Adolf Hitler, command of the Third Reich.
Maturing means realizing Hitler won this one.
65 years in the past, I won the Civil War.
Okay, I haven't listened to these in ages, so I forgot how fucking rough these started out. Oh, I'd say Chuck won this one, simply because he cannot lose.
Oh boy, look what we have here! A transvestite!
The person who did Palin did a good impression, but Gaga took this one by storm. I'd say this is the first decisive finish.
The name's Kim Jong, I got a license to ill, make you swallow my rhymes.
Kim Jong-il wins solely for the Suburban Commando reference, but the Hogan and Macho Man impressions were huge pluses.
Look what the cat dragged back from the dead. Man, it looks like
I came into this hoping that Bieber's verses were better than I remembered, but they were not. Beethoven wins in a decisive finish.
When I apply my battle theory, minds are relatively blown, so...
Ooh, another close one. While both had great verses, I'm going to go with Hawking because of some of the insults said during the second verse. Mainly when he name drops Carl Sagan.
Are you gonna battle? I invented hip-hop and my little tail swinging and my...
All these years later, I still don't understand the connection between these two. Khan takes this one, even though Homeboy Jesus still makes me laugh all these years later.
Gosh, I can't believe how much of a little bitch you are when it comes to world leader.
You know, it's a tough choice, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Napoleon on this one.
Ben Franklin and this shan't be pretty. Let me instruct you how...
Okay, as much as I love the Vince Offer inclusion and just Billy Mays in general, Ben Franklin won, and it wasn't exactly close.
You shall not pass!
Well, they couldn't all be winners. I'll give this one to Dumbledore, even though I don't really think either of them deserve to win.
Come bite my thumb, I hope you know the stakes. I'll put a slug between...
As much as I like The Cat in the Hat, I gotta give this one to Shakespeare simply because he actually rapped his own parts.
I pity the fool who tries to step the clever lane. Call me B.A.
Okay, nah, the Cool Runnings line was a violation. Rogers wins.
Arrivederci, I'm gonna leave before this battle begins.
To be honest, this is another one that was close that I feel like no one really deserved to win. I'm gonna give it to Columbus.
This is one bit kid that you won't ever survive. I'll beat you, dislike you.
This was easily the most vicious battle of Season 1, complete with Catherine G catching strays. God damn, they both win. No, fuck you, that's how I'm scoring this. With that, Epic Rap Battles of History Season 1 is complete. While definitely rougher than some of the later seasons, you can definitely see the potential this series had early on. Now, instead of scoring the overall season, I'll give you guys my favorite battle and perhaps my favorite verse if any specific ones jump out. For Season 1, I think my favorite battle was Einstein versus Hawking, and my favorite verse is Hawking's second verse from that same battle, obviously. That's it for me today, but I'll be back next week with Season 2. Stay tuned.